In this lecture, we are going to learn how MongoDB chooses a winning plan and rejects a plan. And let's understand it with an example. Let's go to Mongo shell. And here, I want to check what are the indexes we have on the users collection. So for that, I can use this getIndexes method. Okay, the collection name is users and not user. So now if I run this command, it should give us all the indexes which we have on the users collection. So as you can see, we have two indexes. The first index is the default index on this underscore ID field, and the second index is on this age field. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one more index on this users collection, and here I'm going to create a compound index. So first I want to set an index on the gender field, and I want to store it in ascending order, and then on the age field, and this also in ascending order, and this G should be in uppercase. Now, if I reverse this order, we have learned that when we create an index, when we create a compound index, there the order in which we specify the fields that matters. So here, when we are specifying the order as gender and age, whenever we'll filter documents based on only gender, this index can be used. Whenever we will filter documents based on gender and age, at that time also, this index can be used. But when we filter the documents only using the age field, that time this index cannot be used. And since we already have an index on the age field previously, this index, in that case, that index can be used. So if I change this order, if I specify age first and then the gender, then when we will filter documents, when we will query documents based on only age field, MongoDB will get confused whether it should be using this index or this index, because in that case, this index can also be used for querying the documents. If I specify this age field first and then the gender field, right? And that's why if I specify this age field first and then the gender field in this index, it will not make much sense because we already have an index on the age field called as age 1. So that's why I'm putting the order as gender and then the age. But while querying the document, we can specify these fields in any order that we have already learned. So let's go ahead and let's create this index. And the index is created and the name of the index is gender 1, age 1. Now let's go ahead and let's query the users collection. And I'm also going to use this explain method to see the stats. And on this, let's use find method. And here we want to find all the documents where, let's say, gender is male and age is greater than or equal to 50. Now, when we will run this query, MongoDB has two options to select for executing this query. It can either go with this age 1 index, it can use this age 1 index to execute this query, or it can also use this gender 1 age 1 index to execute this query. So whichever index will be faster, that index will be used by the MongoDB as the winning plan for executing this query. So if we go ahead and if we run this command here, before that this male should be in uppercase, okay, and these field names should also be in uppercase. So G should be in uppercase and A should be in uppercase. So now if I go ahead and if I run this command and if we scroll up, you will see that we have a winning plan and we have a rejected plan. Basically, on the age field, we have two indexes. And since in this query, we have used this age field, MongoDB can use either this index or this index. So it has two indexes which it can use. And out of these two indexes, one index will be used as a winning plan and the second index will be rejected. Now, in this case, as you can see, MongoDB has done index scan, and for the winning plan, it has chosen this index, gender 1, age 1. And in the rejected plan, if this plan would have been used, there also MongoDB had done index scan, and there it had used this age 1 index. So in this case, this age 1 index is rejected, and this gender 1 age 1 index is selected as the winning plan for executing this query. Okay, so here MongoDB is considering both of these indexes for querying because we are querying documents based on the age field. So both the indexes can be used in this case. But since we have also specified the gender field in the query filter object, MongoDB has chosen the compound index which is created on both age and gender field because this index will fetch the documents faster from the user's collection, and it rejected the other index which is created only on the age field. Now the question is how MongoDB figures out which plan is better for efficient query. Let's understand that. So what MongoDB does is it looks for each approach which it can use for querying the document. And when I say approach, it looks for each index which can be used for executing a particular query. So in our example, MongoDB had two options. It had two indexes. One index only on age field and other index on age and gender field. But for example purpose, let's say MongoDB has three approaches. Now, what MongoDB will do then is it lets all the possible approaches race against each other. And it does not do it for complete data set. Instead, MongoDB sets some winning conditions, and right now it is 100 documents. So MongoDB looks which approach is fastest to find the first 100 documents. And of course, one of the approaches will be the fastest to find the first matching 100 documents. MongoDB then uses that approach for querying the complete collection. Now, if MongoDB will do this step for every query which we run, it will also affect the performance. So instead of finding the winning plan for each query, when it finds a winning plan for a given query, it caches that winning plan for this exact query. That means the winning plan is cached for exact query with same collection name, filter criteria and projected fields. And next time when you run the same query, it will get the winning plan from the cache and uses it for query execution. If the query is even slightly different, where let's say you have changed the filter value for a field, again the MongoDB will find a winning plan for that query by racing different possible approaches. So this is important to understand. Now, one more thing to remember here is that the cached winning plan will not be available forever. It can also get deleted. And once the cached winning plan is deleted, if you run the exact same query again, MongoDB will raise different possible approaches for 100 documents. It will select the fastest approach and cache it again. So the next question is, when does the cached winning plan is deleted? The cached winning plan can be deleted after you write a certain number of documents in the collection. Current threshold is 1000 documents. So when the winning plan was cached, after that, if 1000 documents have been inserted in the collection, MongoDB deletes the cached winning plan because since the collection has changed a lot, the old winning plan might not be fastest plan anymore. Also, the cached winning plan gets deleted when you rebuild the index. So when you drop the existing index and create it again. Also, when you add new indexes, at that time also the current winning plan is removed from the cache. So when you add new indexes, it might be possible that one of the new indexes will be faster. So MongoDB also considers that and it creates a new winning plan. And finally, when you restart the MongoDB server, it's obvious that the winning plan will be deleted from the cache after the restart. All right, so let's go back to Mongo Shell. So here we learned how we can check the winning plan and rejected plan. Now, if you want to get more details about the winning plan or the rejected plan, what you can do is to this explain method, you can pass an argument called as all plan execution. Okay, when you pass this argument to the explain method, it gives you a detailed statistics of all plans, including the rejected plans. So here, if I press enter, here we have an error because it should be all plans execution. Okay, so as you can see, you need to be very careful when you're passing these arguments. And now if I press enter, it has given us some statistics. So you can check the statistics of each of the plans. So for example, if this age 1 plan was used, if this index was used, you can see it would have examined total 1 document, total key examined was 1, execution time in millisecond estimated was 0. So all these details related to a given plan you can check here. So this is one useful option. As you can see, we have so many information here. So this all plan execution, this is one useful argument which you can pass to this explain method to get the detailed statistics of all the execution plans. All right, so this is all from this lecture. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.